Hello, everybody. This is Derek Duct Tape Man here. And first, I can say thank you for going to my channel, watch videos. Now, in this video here, I want to discuss my series on Friday the 13th, and continue it, and see what all lessons we can learn. In this video here, I'm going to discuss the origins of Friday the 13th. If Friday the 13th is really just any other day, it's just man decided to put it as a lucky day, how did it become an unlucky day? How did that start? There has to be an origin point where that started. Although some will equate it with, the Bible, crucifixion of Jesus Christ. How Judas was actually the 13th person in the Last Supper. And all that stuff. Well, actually, if you really research it, records, it has no real origin to it, though. We can't find the origins to it, what we can find. So really, no one knows how it became an lucky day. The earliest we can trace back is the mid-1800s. But even then, we can't find its origins on where and how it became an unlucky day. So there's really no record of what caused it to be an unlucky day and all that happened and actually when. Which, if you really think about it, most likely scenario is people are just telling stories, rumors were going around, and everybody is getting so carried away. And it created the Friday the 13th. Rumors. People telling stories about everything. And it causes everything to get so carried away, out of hand. Isn't that what gossip does? If you think about it, even today, it goes on. Gossip. People talking about each other. Really causing things to get out of hand here. Gossip is a very serious thing here. Especially within the church. And it should not be in the church, but it is, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate. They're going to say, hey, did you know about this guy? Did you know over here? Remember when you played that game in school where somebody whispers something in your ear and everybody whispers? And when it gets at the end, that person says what he heard? It's nothing at all compared to what that the first person got whispered to. It's completely changed. Because everybody's putting their spin to it and all that stuff. Well, that's how it is. Telling stories and all that stuff. And when you hear a story, you don't hear the whole thing. So when you repeat what you heard, you're not repeating the whole story. Because you didn't hear the whole story. There's always things you didn't hear. And a lot of times it's totally made up anyway, but by the time you get it, it's probably all made up anyway. So, and that can really be an effect of a haywire right there. Gossip. Let's see what the Bible says about it. I got the first verses I want to read, and right here it is. Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. In those verses here, we should conduct our speech in a certain way. Out of holiness, Christ-like, respectful, and all that. And a lot of these people going around saying, oh, talk about other people and stuff like that. A lot of it does not follow that at all. It just tears people down, causes divisions. And you don't want that. If you're going to talk about somebody, just ask yourself these few questions here. One, is it true? 2, is it helpful? 3, is it inspiring? 4, is it necessary? And is it kind? If you can't say yes to just one of those, definitely don't repeat it all. And if somebody comes to you, and probably not going to anyway, just say, hey, it stops with me right there. Stop right there. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Don't want to hear it. That's what you should be doing. So, kind of like how, even though Friday the 13th is just another day, but rumors and how rumors and stuff like that just caused that to be people got haywire of it, got fear over it, associated with bad luck. And today, we're doing that with people. Like all these rumors and stuff like that. You know. Now, sometimes, you know what, I'm not saying it's always wrong to talk about people, but like I said, if it follows all that stuff, if it's true, if it's helpful, inspiring, necessary, and kind, all right, then go for it. You know, like, if you know somebody who's really good at a certain subject, and somebody asks you for help in that subject, if you don't know, you can say, hey, I don't know about, but this person does. You should ask this person. And this person can help you in this area. You know what? Something like that, that's okay. Because it's true. You're really helping somebody. You're helping somebody learn. You're inspiring somebody. And so if somebody can get good at a certain subject, it'll be necessary. And if you're building people up, that'll be a kind thing to do. So it's okay. Something like that. But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't be listening to anything that will ruin people. Because that can be one of the most harmful things you can do. Especially when people like prayer requests and stuff like that. A lot of them do it as a form of gossip, by the way. When you're in groups and prayer requests as gossip. If you really want to help somebody with prayer, just say, I have a friend who needs help. I don't want to mention names or what it is. And God knows what it is. So pray for that person. That's all you got to do. You leave it there, that's fine. So, just like to look into this here. That you should stay away from gossip and talk about people that will destroy everything. And hopefully build people up. So this is Derek Duct Tape Man. This is all I got to say. And thank you for watching. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like, notifications, get more videos of me. This is Derek Duct Tape Man saying, see you there. Goodbye.